the text. Beyond the fact that we are faithless. Let me put a pin right there, because it's interesting here that Jesus says if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you could speak to the mountains in your life. God says, I don't expect you to be Smith Wigglesworth when you first get saved. I don't expect you to be somebody who can believe God for big things when you first get saved. Because a mustard seed is so small you can barely see it. But the thing about a mustard seed is that a tree that comes from a mustard seed grows to be a humongous size. In other words, you ought to have better faith or greater faith than you did 5 years ago. Look at somebody and say, my faith is increasing. God says the second thing that's the second place that we went wrong is there is a lack of consecration in the church. Lord have mercy, I think they can get on somebody's nerve. The word consecrate, the etymology of it, the prefix is C-O-N. But when you study the etymology of it, it really comes from the prefix C-O-M, which means a coming together. So the word consecration means a coming together of holy things. It means when I take my flesh that there is no good thing in, and I have a coming together with the thing that is holy. The reason why I must consecrate myself is because I can't cast out no lunatic spirit in my flesh. Lord have mercy. Y'all get your cars ready. We're going back together. I can't affect nobody in my flesh. I can't usher the presence of the Lord in my flesh. Ministry leaders, you can't lead nobody in your flesh. Praise and worship leaders, you can't lead worship in your flesh. Choir members, you can't lift up a praise in your flesh. For so long we have lived according to the creed that the pastor is the only one that must consecrate himself. But I come to let somebody know, if you're hanging around the God's people, you gotta learn how to consecrate yourself. You can't come to church smelling like Saturday night. You can't come to church smelling like Friday night. There has to be a coming together of holy things. I gotta learn how to get this no good flesh in tune with the Spirit of God. How do we know this? Jesus said, yes, faith is what's needed to deal with this. But he said in verse number 21, howbeit this kind only goeth by fasting and prayer. There